Hey everybody, welcome to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and it's a patriotic Mining Modern this week. 4th of July is this week, Independence Day in the United States. My editor said, hey, people liked when you did a theme video for Christmas, so why don't you do that for the 4th of July? So I went for it, right? We are repping here. We've got the tee, the American t-shirt tee underneath this, the tank top. We've got it all. We've got the shirt. We've got the deck. We've got, you can't see because this hand is terrible, right? This is what we have to have here, but we've got Freedom Riders, also known as Manus Riders. It's red, white, blue. We're representing. We got the Dew SA. Red, white, and Dew. We've got it all. The koozie for the red, white, and Dew. We are all patriotic here. Welcome, Mighty Modern. Now that said, much less lucky with our opening hand here. Mausoleum Wanderer is a sweet one, and this is actually nice synergy here. And this will just be good for us to have regardless in this game. But, man, we are starting at a disadvantage on the Molda 6 4-lander. So, we'll see where things go. The deck is pretty sweet. It's a bunch of Ether Vials and creatures, right? A bunch of Flyers because, hey, it's a bald eagle, right? There are not enough eagles in Magic to do an eagle tribal deck because I tried. There's just not even close. There's like 5 eagles in all of Magic. So that didn't work. Oh, Pithing Needle, huh? Okay, what would you name? I bet it's not Moorland Haunt. Which is what you want to name. I don't know what that means for us, actually. What could this be? Some sort of Tezzerator deck that plays Bridge and we lose? Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay, you name the onboard card. That's fine. Oh, sweet. Just in time. Alright, well, joke's on you. I'm beating down with this thing. Don't need to mess with your spells. And see, we outplayed the Pithing Needle by drawing Ether Vial second, just like we drew it up. Oh, this cannot be good. He's playing that Tezzerator deck we can't ever beat. It's just been like the bane of Mining Modern over the past month. Hey, he's got what seems like a pretty good hand here, so I think I'm going to die. Oh gosh, he's just, oh man. It means he's got a War of Invention coming up next turn. We're just incredibly dead. That's not going to do anything. This game feels pretty over to me. Man, talk about bad draws. We have a little bit of sideboard. Actually, we have a pretty nice sideboard for him. We've got a bunch of Stony Silences and Wear Tear. Alright, so opponent playing Tezzerator here. 2 Pentad Prisms. Oh, he's going to Collective Brutality us. Oh, for the full value. Interesting. Well, I guess there goes our Lightning Bolt. And I didn't play the Moorland Haunt because I wanted to hide it, and we could have actually activated it this turn. I didn't expect him. Oh, he's bridged. We just lose. Well, that was fun. Fun game. Fun game of Modern. All right, let's get some sideboard in here. Do have quite a bit of sideboard, as it turns out. All right, the Lightning Angels can probably go. The bolts are not great here. The Vials are pretty awkward with the Stony Silences, so let's get rid of those and call it a deck, right? Rest in Peace stops the Thopter combo. Stony Silence stops the, also stops it. Is it possible we don't want 4 Rest in Peace when we're playing 3 Stony Silence plus Wear Tear? Oh, we don't want Paths either. The Paths are pretty bad. Alright, Lightning Angel definitely better than Path. Alright, is Lightning Bolt better than anything? That's the question. Is Lightning Bolt better than like one of the Rest in Pieces, for instance? I mean, honestly, probably not. We just want to stop him from doing the things that kill us. Bridge is the biggest one. And we only have 2 outs to bridge outside of clicking it away as well. So, alright, we'll give this one a shot. I would like to play first. I'm not mulliganing this hand. This hand's pretty sweet. Alright, we've got a nice clock here. We're going to have 2 3/3 Pride of the Clouds plus a Mausoleum Wanderer, and we're going to have Wear Tear for his first artifact, which hopefully it's just Bridge that we have to worry about, but we'll see. Bobble, sure. Another Wanderer, and get behind that. This thing's going to be big next turn. Nice thing is Wanderer we haven't played can also stop the Collective Brutality coming out and wrecking us. Pentad Prism, you say? Mox Opal, you say? Well, that's pretty good, I guess. Ensnaring Bridge, you say? Well, that was a pretty... Alright, that's fine. So he's got 3 cards in hand. So we can play this. And we can still attack this turn for 5. And play the other Pride of the Clouds. Alright, we need blue-red here. Yep. Alright, so the problem is if we get Collective Brutality, we could lose the game. But we actually just have a bunch of damage next turn if that's not what happens. It doesn't look like a Collective Brutality. It's a Tezzerator. I don't care about Tezzerator. He thinks he's going to sit behind Bridge. We're just going to kill Bridge. Alright, he took no cards, so the whiff, huh? Alright, so we'll go ahead and destroy the Ensnaring Bridge. Send one of these guys at Tezzerator, everything else at him. Now, if he has another bridge, obviously that's very bad for us, and then maybe that's the reason to have some lightning bolts in the deck, because it would finish him in a situation like this where we, you know, will be poking in damage. But Tezzerator down, and now he's going to bobble to draw a card. So even if he draws another bridge, he might not be able to empty his hand too far. We'll see. They have 4 cards in hand, has to have a bridge this turn. Doesn't even have Metalcraft, as a matter of fact, now that he sacked the bobble. Don't know if that's relevant or not. Another Tezzerator. Well, that doesn't do anything, right? I don't think he has any way to make bridge here. Got a Thopter Foundry. Alright, I think we got there. Yeah, okay, well, let's try game 2. I think I'm going to get out one of the recipes, get in some of the Lightning Bolt. We have a lot to break up the combo already between the Stony Silences, the Wear Tears, the Rest in Peace. Well, I don't know. It's just so hard because we can just draw multiple hate effects and lose still. Like, you know, we can just draw Stony Silences and he'll just play Bridge and Tezzerator and kill us. We can also draw like multiple Rest in Peace and then he just plays Tezzerator and kills us, right? Whereas Lightning Bolt helps us pressure Tezzerator a little bit. Even then it doesn't necessarily help us pressure it a ton, but... It's also possible that, especially on the draw here, we want to get rid of the Stony Silences. No, that's just too good. I was going to say, use Rest in Peace as our hate of choice. I don't know. No, you know, we're going to do that. I mean, we also have this Candace in here. That's not super relevant on the draw either, though. So, like, maybe we do this. Yeah, we'll give this one a shot. This seems fine. It is going to be rough on the draw without Aether Vial to help us jump ahead, but we obviously can't play Aether Vials with Stony Silences. And most of the time that's fine, because against Affinity or something, you just if you have Stony Silence, you're in great shape, so it doesn't matter if you have Vial or not. This is a weird matchup where we kind of need both. Keeping it. Stands pretty solid. Loses to bridge, but basically every hand loses to bridge. There's exactly 2 cards in our deck to deal with it. So our opponent mulled to 6 too. That's also good for us. We have a little taxes. Stony Silence could just crush him if he's on some sort of Mox Opal plan. Anyways, he's down to 5 cards. All right, this is good. And we have a nice little clock too. Familiar, Rider, maybe Pride of the Clouds, depending on what happens here. That's a nice one too. All right, we've got the beatdown. Freedom beatdown is coming. Oh yes, this is perfect. So he goes for that. We get to slam the Stony Silence, which will wreck this. Yeah. So use it. Oh, that's Abrupt Decay mana. Uh-oh. This might be unlucky. I mean, it's kind of fine, actually. We got a 2-for-1 out of the Stony Silence there. Because, I mean, he can use this to improvise still, but it takes the mana off of it. The Stony Silence is down, but he's not in a great spot. And then we get to just... I'm actually going to play Pride of the Clouds plus Mausoleum Wanderer here. Into Manus Rider next turn into attack for a lot. So, again, just worried about... Alright, let's see here. Bobble, sure. That all seems sort of fine for us. He's got 1 card, so as long as we just dodge... If we can dodge bridge, we'll be doing alright. He went top with that Seer Vision stuff, so that's kind of scary. Alright, well, we've got everything we want if we dodge bridge. Alright, so we're playing out Pride of the Clouds plus Mausoleum Wanderer, attacking with Judge's Familiar. So we have 5 power in play right now. He looked at the top card of our library, sure, with his Bobble. Okay, so it's all about whether or not he finds bridge, because we have Lightning Angel as a follow-up here, which would mean we'd be clocking him for 3 plus 4, 7, 8, 9 damage, and he's at 18. So we have a 2-turn clock on him right now if we can avoid the bridge. If he finds the bridge, we get into this weird game where maybe we can poke him if he only has a couple cards in hand, but we're a long way from killing him. Thoughtseize us. Okay, that's great for us, actually. He deals himself 1 damage with the Spire of Industry to Thoughtseize us to deal himself 2 more, and he gets 1 of our cards, but we have redundant 3 damage haste Flyers, so... Alright, great. Okay, let's see here. Manus Rider out. Blue, red, white, and blue. Let's do it. Okay, well, there we go. We clock our opponent for 9. He's down to 6. Those 2 lightning bolts on our deck could come clutch. He needs bridge right now or it's over. Ghost Quarter's not bridge. You got 2 cards in hand. Please no bridge. It was a bridge. It was obviously a bridge. Okay. Well, that is what it is, I guess. We'll go ahead and fetch out a land. So this is where it's nice we have those lightning bolts, because this is a situation where we could definitely use one. Okay, well, for what it's worth, and it may or may not matter here, we can hit him for 2 because he has 1 card in hand. So the Mausoleum Wanderer and the Judge's Familiar get in. So he's at 4, which is not irrelevant. I'm sure he'll empty his hand now, but it means if he has to do damage to himself, then Lightning Bolt becomes lethal. Doesn't look like that's the case yet, but he may have to... If he deals himself 1 point with Spire of Industry, we have 2 more outs in our deck, taking our number of outs from 4 to 2. or rather from 2 to 4. I love it. Yep, puts himself down to 3 with the Spire of Industry. For red mana, huh? What do you want to do with this? And now he's going to Ghost Quarter his own breeding pool. Okay. So what does this mean? I actually don't really care what he does to my board. Also, I might just throw the creatures at whatever spell he casts anyways. Because they're not doing anything. He's going to have 0 cards in hand for the rest of the game. Our opponent says wrong color mana in chat, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good for him. Ooh, Vendilion Click's kind of nice. Well, look at this. We can hit him down to 1. Which actually does matter. We hit him to 1 with our Flyers here. I guess because he clicked on the wrong mana with Spire of Industry and couldn't take it back. Will Vendilion Click his draw step? Almost tempting to hold the Vendilion Click for myself later, but if we just keep him from doing anything here at 1 life, we might be good to go. Let's see what he's got. A Bauble and a Flaying Tendrils, huh? I don't care about Flaying Tendrils. And he can't cast it. Oh my gosh. We let him keep his hand because he can't cast the Flaying Tendrils. It's beautiful. The Bauble, he can play the Bauble and have 1 card in hand. Oh, it's great. So we got there. I guess he misclicked. That's unfortunate. Freedom. He can't make mana. Yeah, but you can Bauble here, but it doesn't matter. You don't get to draw a card. Because he's not going to be able to cast that Flaying Tendrils. We did it! Man, that's right. All right, we're popping off. We're doing it. All right, here we go. Oh gosh, I'm so scared to do this. But yay, 4th of July. Oh, it doesn't work. I got a dud. Ah! That's what happens when people just leave me my devices and say, do a themed episode of Mighty Modern. We did it. Drinking some Do SA here. Good. Thanks for watching, guys.